Welcome back to the channel. So today we're doing a little cooking, as a lot of people have requested more cooking videos. So today I'm going to show you how to make a sourdough pot roast grilled cheese sandwich. You can use whatever items you want, but this is what I'm using. It's really good. So I do have a 3-pound roast that is cut up into pieces. We're gonna sear this on the flat top. I have some brown gravy packet, some Hidden Valley Ranch, some beef broth. Don't even ask me to say it because I can't ever say it right. I got my sourdough bread, and then I also have provolone cheese. And we like onions on our stuff. But we're gonna get this meat seared. I got my pot here. Once the meat is seared, all this stuff's gonna go in that pot, and it's gonna cook on low for about 3-4 hours, depending. And then we'll go from there. So let's go and get this outside and get this seared up. Alright, so now we're outside. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure your griddle or skillet, whatever you're using, is nice and hot. I just have this side over here for the searing part. So I have about 2 tablespoons of butter. Set that there. You're also going to take a little bit of oil, and you're kind of going to just move this around here. And we're going to pan sear this meat, get a nice crust on it, and then it's going to be cooking in that pot for a while. And then remember, this is a 3-pound roast. I got it all cut up. The only thing I put on it was, you hear that cooking? You hear that meat cooking? All I put on there was a little garlic powder and pepper. I didn't put any salt because the beef broth is low sodium and some other stuff. So we're gonna let this sit here and sear, a nice good sear on it. Actually gonna mix it up in the butter stuff real quick and let that do its thing. It's on high heat. Let me tell y'all, when this sucker's on high heat, y'all, it is hot. Hopefully y'all can hear me too. Alright, we're gonna let that sit there and do its thing. Okay, so while we were waiting for the meat out there to pan sear, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything in this pot. It does call for 2 cups of beef broth. I did get the low sodium. I would recommend it just because the brown gravy mix and the ranch and everything else is kind of salty. But if you're a person that really likes salt, go for it. You know what I mean? Go ahead and get the regular kind. But I got low sodium, I can talk, beef broth. It says 2 cups. I might put a little bit more than 2 cups. We'll see. There's that. Ooh, it smells good too. Sorry, y'all. My husband was looking for something. So we're going to go ahead and pour the 2 cups of beef broth in here. Now, this is not on. It's not hot or anything. Your Worcester sauce, which I can never say right. You can... It's hard to describe. You can put 2 tablespoons, 2 teaspoons. I just kind of go by eye. And I probably am going to use this whole thing of beef broth here. So I'm going to use a whole container of beef broth. It's 3-pound roast, or 3-pound roast cut up, because you can get it already cut up. 1 whole thing of beef broth is what I'm using. Some Worcester sauce. I can never say that shit right, y'all. It's so funny. That's like the hillbilly in me and my dyslexia. Alright, so I have 1 pack of low sodium brown gravy mix. We're gonna put that in there. My meat is still out there pan searing, so don't worry, I can see it from the window. 1 packet of that. You're gonna take a little bit of this Hidden Valley ranch seasoning. If you don't like it, you don't have to add it in there. And you're gonna kind of just mix that up a little bit. Make sure it's kind of all mixed up. I can kind of get you guys in here to show you. Just looks like a blob right now. But once the meat is done being pan seared, we're gonna mix that in there and go from there. Alright, let's check on our meat. It's sure it's smelling good. Now I'm gonna turn this over, and the other side should have a nice brown crust on it. And a lot of people, it probably is easier with a whole roast, but oh yeah, I didn't want to do a whole roast. I mean, it is a whole roast, it's just cut up. Look at that. I'll get you guys in here so you can see that sear. That right there. That sear right there, oh yeah, that's yummy. So I'm gonna give it a little longer on here, and then we'll get it in the house and we'll get everything mixed together. Okay, I brought the meat in. The lighting over here is horrible. It smells absolutely delicious. We got a nice good crust on a couple sides of that. So I'm gonna move that to the side. So remember, we put all the liquid and stuff in this pan, this pot. You wanna make sure you whisk it to get all the powder mixed up. So I did that. I'm gonna cut up an onion here. I got a purple onion that I'm gonna cut up and also put in there. I like the grilled cooked onions, where my husband likes raw onions. Now this is technically going to be the easy part. The harder part is going to be making the grilled cheese sandwich with it, if that makes any sense. I am going to add a cup of water to this pot. We eat a lot of onions here. All right, let's go. So I do have a cup of water. If you have to add more water, you can. Now we're going to add the meat. Hopefully without splashing myself everywhere with it. Remember folks, remember what I always say. Please wash your hands before you start cooking. A lot of people don't. I don't want to just dump this in there because it's a splatter everywhere. And this meat is hot, y'all. But I'll tell you what, it smells so yummy. Now you can add a garlic clove. I do actually have some, but I'm not going to. So this is what we're doing. We're slow cooking this pot, this roast, to where it's going to be super mouth-watering tender. And then we're going to make a grilled cheese, a sourdough grilled cheese pot roast sandwich with some provolone cheese. It's really yummy if you've never had it. Remember, this is going to be on low and it's going to cook 3 to 4 hours. This is kind of the quicker way to do it. You can do this same recipe in a crock pot. It is going to take a little longer. I kind of just mix this up. Put you guys in here so you can see. See? And I'm just going to sprinkle my onions on top. Just like that. You want to make sure you have a pot that has a lid. If you have a Dutch oven, you can do it in your oven. You can do this in your crock pot. It's really simple. This part is super easy. It's just a waiting game. So now it's all mixed up in there, and we're gonna turn this on low. Put the lid on it. Forget about it for a couple hours, and then when it's all done, we'll start doing the grilled cheese sandwiches. Okay, this has been cooking for some hours. It's really good. We tried it. It's super tender. I already put the thickener in it. So I have 2 of the grilled cheese sandwiches started. Remember, I got some Pepperidge Farms sourdough bread. I already got the butter here. I have some Sargento's provolone, and then I'm gonna do some with the pepper jack for my husband. And you know he loves his onions just like I do. So I'm gonna show you how I get one in here, and we're gonna get to cooking these. Let me move this over here. Point y'all down a little bit. To get this here, put that piece of bread there. Want to get that cheese on there. That's pepper jack. You use whatever cheese you want to use. Kind of strain your meat a little bit. The stuff's still pretty hot here. Get that to kind of stay on top. It smells good. The whole house smells really yummy from this. Okay, and he likes raw onions on his, where I like the cooked onions. Put that on there. You can hear it. Ooh, that smells so good. Put some more pepper jack cheese. Kind of press down a little bit. Put your other one on. And that's just all there is to it. So we have some grilled cheese pot roast sourdough bread sandwiches. When it's all done, I'll show you guys a picture. It's super easy. This is probably the hardest part. The letting the meat cook all day. That's pretty easy. Alright you guys, it's all done. The finished product. I'm moving on the light there. Woo-wee, don't that look good? So we have a sourdough pot roast grilled cheese sandwich, and you got your bowl with dipping gravy. I will try to put all the ingredients in the description because a lot of people were asking if I could do that for the recipes I'll be doing. If you're new here, subscribe, like, comment, and share. It don't cost a thing, and I will see you on the next one.